Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I am going to mess around with the Syntakt and going to make some weird stuff with it and show you a technique that I didn't realize that the electron sequencer did. So I was going to share that because I thought, hey, if somebody picks that up, they might have as much fun as I've had messing around with it. So I'm going to start by putting a kick drum down, some basic track 5, going to put the same sort of just something really boring. But now I'm going to record some automation, so I'm going to record tune just so we can hear it really easily. Okay, so you get this guy that's just like bouncing around, right? So let's look at him. And what you'll see here is that you'll see a lot of colors. So the first thing, the red trigs are the actual notes, and the yellow ones are called lock trigs, and those have different parameter locks on them. And those got kind of painted in there when I was recording the automation. And remember, this is just one page here that I'm recording. So all that was in there. Now, what I did when I kind of found this idea, I thought, oh, I want to mess with these. So what I did is I took, some of them. So I'll take these 3, for example, and I'll put a condition on them to play. I'll do 1/2. So, okay, so that's going to play the first time, not the second time, but then play the third time. And then this one, I'm going to actually set it to play, let's do 3 out of 4 just to keep it kind of simple. So we'll do 3 out of 4 for those. And then for this one, let's do 4 out of 4. And let's play it back. And so now, instead of it just being a 1-bar loop, it's going to have a little bit more variation. It's a little subtle. So let's make these last ones loud. So let's actually grab these. I'm gonna give them some. There we go. That should be. There we go. So you can hear that. Let's give it some delay. Some reverb. Okay. So here's the part that I didn't know. So far you're probably like, yeah, that's how you use electron stuff. The thing was, I never re-recorded automation before. I've cleared it out, I've done all sorts of stuff like that, but I always thought when you recorded automation that it would kind of erase those lock trigs, but it actually merges the values. So for example, let's say we don't like the way that the pitch was changing there. So let's go ahead and just put in a new one. So what I can do is record this, go to my page that has the tune, and I can mess with this. And so why that's cool, or why I was like, wait a minute. So why that's cool is that these guys, these 4 trigs here, if I hold one of them, you'll see it has a different tune value. And then if I go to the trig and hold it, it still keeps its condition of 4/4. So when this plays for 1 bar and you're just recording, like turning a knob, these are still holding that value to play every 4th time, which is really cool. I mean, for me, I thought it was really cool because now you can just like, so let's add in filter to this whole thing. Let's see if we got. Okay, a little resonance maybe. Okay. Now we're going to do what I call the will it groove check. So what you do, so we got a kick drum, right? So I'm going to put down a hi-hat, upbeats, and then just a clap on regular 2 and 4. So now what we do is we play this. We bring in the hats and the kick. And the clap. Let me start that again. Sorry, man. Oh, that's not where I expect the clap to be. It's interesting. I kind of like it though. Okay, So now when you create this thing, that's kind of the basic idea, but I'm going to just take it a little bit further, show you some more kind of ideas you can do with it. One thing you could do is you could copy this. So I'm just copying that track and pasting it to track 9, which is a analog. So let's hear what an analog sounds like with that same sort of pattern, right? And let's actually pick a different machine. So you can go in, like you can just listen to what it sounds like with a snare. It can be whatever, but I'm going to put it on a plastic kick drum because this one I found this one to be fun to play with. And you could do, you know, regular like parameter changes through an LFO, pushing this around. You can do that too, but I'm gonna just mess with this. And now, yeah, so that kind of works. Hear how it sounds with the other one. That's still not where I want it. It's like, so what you can do, like, so when that happens, with these loops, it's funny because sometimes they just have a different emphasis on where the beat's going to be. But what you can do is you can mess with that. So we all know that if I go to track 5 and look at this, if I hold function, I can just slide it over. Now it's on off beat. Let me do the same thing with this guy. Just a couple clicks to the left. And remember, that kind of scrambles up those lock trigs too, which can be really interesting. So now let's just play this and see if it grooves. So we'll start off with this. Hi-hat. See, that one's interesting because now you hear it on the down. That's going to sound like, but once you get adjusted to that, oh, that, I didn't like that. I thought that would sound cool, and it doesn't. Hold on, let me mess with the filter here. Yeah, so I think I can, maybe if I filter this. I'm gonna put it through the effects track, so let's do that real quick. Give it some drive, mess with the filter. And let's give it some trigs. To mix it up a little bit. That clap's still not where I want it. It's funny. Well, let's try, let's see if I can save this here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna also, you can change the, how fast these things play too, which is another way to explore this. So taking that same thing, let's have it play twice as fast first and see how that sounds just by itself. Kind of a little weird. Let me take it out of the effects for a second. Kind of interesting, actually. Let's see. I'm gonna re-record this filter. See if I can do that. I'm gonna play at half speed now. See if this will work. I don't know if that's gonna groove. Let's find out. It's pretty slow. It's gonna sound fast when I bring this in. Actually, this might work. Let's give this some delay. All right. I bet you the clap won't come in where I want it, but that's all right. There it is. Yeah, it's not where I want it, that's all right. But that's got something there, something that's happening. I'm gonna bring in the other one. It might sound weird with it, here we go. Maybe. They kind of fight each other a little bit. All right, I'll do one more. So we're gonna take this guy, copy him, go to another track, paste him in, and then let's set this guy to be a, let's try the FM kick and see what we can create there. And then we'll call it a video. So let's do, okay, so this guy needs to be longer. And I'm gonna re-record the notes. Something like that. I mean, it's a little odd here. All right, there we go. I think this one might sound good fast. Let me see if that lines with the kick. It's off. That's so funny. I thought, oh yeah, that's gonna work, and it's like totally not. I think this is better if slow. Anyway. Okay, so you get the idea. It did qualify as weird. Sometimes when I do these videos, I just do one take and see what happens. That's pretty much when I do these. So one thing I did want to say is that the Syntakt has really grown on me a lot. When I first got it, I thought it's good, it's solid, but the more I use it, it's just cool being able to not work with samples and just being able to work just with parameters and different machines and just warping that stuff around and doing stuff. But anyway, with that technique, all you have to do is record some automation so you can get a bunch of lock trigs, mess with the conditions on those lock trigs, and then re-record that automation or other automations into there, and then you can make all these different patterns. It's really fun to play with and to come up with different loops. And then maybe you make that loop and you sample it and you mess with it further in another device, who knows. But anyway, that's what I had for you. Thanks a lot. Take it easy. Bye.